red light box up in this corner, then this is a replay and you have missed me, but that's okay because we're going to be doing all kinds of fun stuff today. So I thank you for joining me. Please like and follow my page so you don't miss anything from me. And share this video if you're able to do so. That way, Spirit can draw more people in. I am going to jump into my secondary device here. So give me just a moment, please. One moment, please. I know I'm late. Hi, Lily. Good to see you, sweetheart. Just give me just a minute. I'm just gonna put this out here. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Gina. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, guys. Glad to see you guys tuning in. I'm just getting into my secondary here. Hi, Amantha Vargas. Hey, Diana. Good to see you guys all. How's everybody? I know I'm late. I was trying to get everything situated. It has been a busy day. Hello. Just a second. You know, technology. Boy. One day when I grow up, I want to learn how to use all this. You know what I mean? All right, let's get in here. My sound is good. That's great. Thank you for tagging your friends in. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for sticking around, guys. I do appreciate you. Oh, Rachel, you are fine. Excuse me. You are just fine, sweetheart. Yes, super busy today. Super busy today. Let me just do something here. Hold on. Whoop. One day I'll know. Catherine, you sweetheart. Not a good day for you, to be honest. Honey, I am telling you what, we're real people, right? Hello. Let's just say this is an 18 and over broadcast because we're going to talk about things, okay? Sometimes I cuss, sometimes I vape, and we're most definitely going to talk about some things. The energy patterns have been very challenging lately. I am so glad, Rachel, that you're feeling better than last week. And yes, you have been missed. I miss you guys when you're not around. We notice the absences of each other. If even anybody's new tuning in on the page, like you will find support here. You'll find friendships here. You will find recognition and acceptance on my page. I don't accept anything less than the people who engage here. So yeah, I'm so glad, Rachel, that you're here. I'm glad you're feeling better. And Catherine, I'm glad you're here, even though today wasn't a very good day, because, you know, healing is found in support and togetherness and the energy of spirit above all, right? And the energy of spirit is healing. So thank you guys for being here with me today. I am looking for Michelle Lively Scott. I'm going to tag her because I have a message for her. Let me see if I can find her. Michelle Lively Scott. See, I can't. Where are you, Michelle? Because I'm on my page right now. Hi, Ruby. Yeah, Catherine, you don't see her in the comments because they are on YouTube, but check it out. This is what I'm going to do. Boom. Here we are. Now, all the comments that come up will be right over here. Whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube, we'll be able to see that, or we should be. So say something. There you go. Hi, Carolyn. Glad to see you here, darling. Hey, Ruby Dickens. Good to see you, sweetheart. Yes, I have missed you guys. I can't seem to tag Michelle. Can somebody tag Michelle Lively Scott? I'm going to message her. Hi, Mary. Glad to have you. Carolyn, I don't know. Potentially you shared them into a group and it's being held by moderators before it's approved to be posted. So when it's not posted, you don't get the sharer's badge. And all of the stuff in the Vibe Tribe is filtered. I have to approve it. And I actually share these videos into the Vibe Tribe. So it probably will not give you a sharer's badge for that. Thank you, Diana. You're the best. Thank you for tagging her in there. It looks like I'm having comment problems on my phone. So I'm glad I put us all right here. That's great. I would like Michelle to come in. And then I will jump into free readings as drawn by spirit, guys. I thank you guys for joining me today, no matter which platform that you are on. I see the comments here. Hi, I'm so glad to see you. Hi, Lynn. Glad to see you here today as well. And I thank you guys who joined me earlier in the Psychic Community's 100 reading giveaway event. That was so fun, and that was a fantastic turnout. So I thank you guys all for tuning in with that. Those of you who did show up, it was a great success. Thank you, Diana. Yeah, I sent her a message. Since I'm not me, like it won't let my page tag people, I don't think, because that's like weird, you know? My person can, but as a page, I can't just tag people. You missed it. I know, Gina, and I was concerned about you, but I'm glad that you're okay. No worries. Hi, Jody Jenkins. Good to see you. Hey, Gemma Ball. Glad to see you, sweetheart. Oh, your phone died, Lynn. It was fantastic. And you know what I realized? I fudged my count. So we actually did more than 100. Because I'm a real human person who like makes mistakes and stuff. And when I'm in the spirit brain, my tallies were off. And afterwards, I watched the replay and I did 2 readings more than what I said I did. So the group actually did 102 readings today. We gave them away. So yeah, hey, it happens. It happens, right? Yes. Is she here? Hi, Miriam on YouTube. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, stick around. I'm going to be doing some free readings here, but I do want to say this is an 18 and over broadcast because I'm a real person like anybody else. Sometimes I cuss. Sometimes I vape. This is part of who I am and part of my process, and spirit does not judge me, and it all works just fine. So sometimes we talk about sensitive things as well. So I prefer that children don't be present. Thank you so much for those stars, Brenda Walker. I do receive 1 penny per star on Facebook. They all add up and it does help me out. So thank you so much. I do not have captions turned off for the deaf. Actually, I should have closed captioning available, Mary. I do have actually some followers who are hearing impaired. So I should have closed captioning. And if I don't have that, thank you for letting me know. I will have to follow up on that. That's actually quite important to me, Mary. So thank you. They're working. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay. Man, Michelle Lively Scott is not in here yet, huh? Maybe she fell asleep or something. You know, what can I expect? It's freaking Saturday night. Maybe she's out dancing and living the life of her dreams. God willing, right? I hope so. I hope so. But if she comes back in here, you guys better let me know. You guys better let me know if you see her name. Oh, okay. Off instead of on. Gotcha. See, the thing about the captions, honey, is that I am from California and I kind of talk really fast and I slur my words at times and I just expect that you've got it. And then I realize the captions don't get it and I need to clean that up. So I'm doing my best to work on that. Thank you. Yes. So you guys remind me if Michelle pops in, I have a message for her as well. I'm actually just going to set these aside for her. But I would love to read for others, most definitely. But I can always, I am always available to sit with you guys in a private session or just do a tarot video and send it over to you. I also have psychic development programs because I was not always a medium. I was not always a spiritual practitioner. I was a regular real person like any other person before all this happened to me. Okay. So when my mediumship spontaneously opened, I jumped on this psychic development journey, and I learned how to use it and how to work with it. And I can teach that to all of you because it's available to us all. I've had many successful programs. If you are interested in learning, keep your ear to the ground. I have two programs that will, well, it's one program that will be available in January. However, there's two sessions to accommodate the different time zones and work schedules, you know? So I will have two sessions available in my upcoming psychic development program in January. If you guys are interested, most definitely keep your ear to the ground here. You can already snag your spot if you want to do that. Because truly, I say this, you don't need me, you guys, but I'm experienced. And you trust me, and I know what I'm doing because I've been doing it, but you can do it too. Even if you've never had a spiritual experience before, even if you're not quite sure how it would work for you or if it would work for you, it does. It does. It works for us all. And thank God for that, because it beats anything else I could possibly be doing with my life. Whew. Yeah, funny translations. Good for you, Lily. I'm glad you used your Oracle deck today. That's fantastic. I also want to let you guys know that my Oracle deck is now complete. My Oracle deck, my own Oracle deck is now complete. And I am taking pre-orders for the deck. If you want your own real life Oracle deck, that is the title. It is the real life Oracle deck. If you want your own real life Oracle deck in your hands by January, then I'm accepting pre-orders for the next 10 days through December 12th. You can pre-order your deck for $50. Okay. And oh, sweetheart. Oh, how funny, Gemma. That's hilarious. I'm so glad that you did not accidentally send me 500 pounds. I would have been panicking, like, oh no, I've got to return this. Yes, most definitely, girl. I keep the streets of my everything clean. I don't accept something that is not my due. That is an energetic exchange and a reciprocity. And I don't want to be indebted to nobody for 500 pounds. I'll tell you what. That's just asking for trouble, Gemma. But thank you, darling. Thank you so much for the donation, honey. I do appreciate that. I'm a real person just like anybody else. I don't have another job. This is what I do, being of service for you guys in this capacity. And most of the readings that I do on the live like this are free, but I am available for private sessions. So if you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level, on a one-on-one level, feel free to check out my links. They are in your description box. I will not reach out to you. Scammers do that kind of nonsense all day long. They always have a feeling, they always have a message, and they always want you to DM them some money and shit. Okay, so protect yourself by reporting and blocking suspicious activity. Real, true practitioners do not seek people out. They will not contact you and ask you to this and that. It's never ever like that. That's scam stuff. Okay, so report any suspicious activity, block individuals who are doing that to you. And if you wanted to connect with a real legitimate practitioner, you should be drawn to your reader. All right, it should not be the other way around. That's fishy. That's suspicious. You should make the first move, be drawn to your reader. And if that reader is me, my links are in your description box. Okay, I'm here for you. Yeah, keep my lights on. It's freaking Christmas time, man. All right, so let's get in here. Okay, Gemma, I know you sent me a donation, sweetheart. Do you have a certain request? And the Penningtons, I know you're here, and I would love to read for you as well. I also have Michelle Lively Scott in my brain if she shows up. I might as well just write it down, right? I'm just going to write it down. Look at Catherine Jean O'Donnell. She is on top of it. You hit the arrow to change it to public instead of friends only, and then it will give you the sheriff's badge. Absolutely. So, Gemma, no certain requests, darling. Nothing on your heart. You probably had a fantastic time today at the Psychic Community's 102 Psychic Reading Giveaway. I had a great time. I had a great time. And Carolyn, yes, you are right. A good reader never asks for your friend requests, etc. Yeah. If I've ever requested you, I've told you, like, hey girl, that's me. I'm gonna friend request you, you know. But for the most part, I don't do that. And then I really don't like accepting requests much either, because sometimes it gets a little fishy. Not with you guys, not with you guys. Okay. But in the past, I'll just say I've lived and learned. You know what I mean? So Gemma Ball, and who else did I say? The Penningtons, the Penningtons, and also Michelle Lively Scott. So check it out. I am very excited about this whole pre-order thing of my deck. Now, the backs of the cards will have the meaning on them. So there's not going to be a separate guidebook like this, you know, that goes with the cards. Instead, the backs of the cards will have what the words are, and you can pick your card and then read the back to see what the message is for yourself. That is the way the Oracle deck is going to work. And in fact, I would love, Gemma, to get you a card from my Oracle deck and to read you the card meaning that is going to be printed, because I know you've heard me interpret these a million times and you think to yourself, Heidi, those cards are so incredibly fantastic. How could you possibly encapsulate the rich and deep, meaningful message into just a little blip for the back of the card? How could you do it? I understand. It was a challenge, but I did it. And I would love to read some of those for you. That makes it easy, man. No searching, no page hunting. It's right there at your fingertips, and you can choose to read it or not. Gemma, what is your message from this deck, darling? This one. Woo! Hold on. Now this is going to be tricky, okay? Because I've got to pull it up over here. That is tricky. Let's move this somewhere else. I got to find it. All right. Are you ready for this, sister? I'm going to do my best to read this for you while it's in front of my screen. So I'm going to hold this up for you. That's not good. Like right there. Okay. And let's do this. Peacock feathers is a card, Gemma. People are like peacocks who have lovely peacock feathers that desperately want to be noticed and stroked. If the peacock isn't used to receiving this kind of attention, they are more susceptible to other sources of flattery. Okay. Look around at your life. There are people or pets who yearn to be noticed, appreciated, and valued by wonderful you. Compliments are free. Give them away genuinely. Make others feel wanted and needed by you. Let them know when they look nice or do a good job. Say please and thank you. Smile. Flirt with your partner. Create chemistry and follow your passions. That is the card and message that comes with peacock feathers for you, Gemma. And I do say you love peacocks. I love that. Peacock feathers is a call for flattery, to notice the beauty in your day-to-day life and in the people and in the connections, both people that you know and even strangers out and about at the grocery store. You get more flies with honey. You know what I mean, darling? So this is the card for you, peacock feathers. I'm going to grab you just one more. I'm going to get you one of these power up surrender cards, Gemma. Thank you. Thank you, Catherine. I'm going to write your name down, sweetheart, because I do appreciate those donations. That does add to my life, okay? Because I'm a regular person, just like anyone else. So, Catherine Jean O'Donnell, you are on my list for certain. But Gemma Ball, I'm still with you. Let me sip my water. All right, Gemma, the card is surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Surrender resentments. Ooh, especially with the whole peacock feathers here. I kind of feel like this is a call to let the past go and really embrace the positivity that's going on right now. And if you happen to see some of those things kind of rearing themselves back into your life, you can address it as such and dismiss it once again as an old pattern, and focus on that personal growth, self-improvement. That's what I feel here for you, Gemma. You love complimenting people. Well, guess what? People love getting compliments from you. Okay. That peacock feather speaks volumes. This is about how you make people feel, how you can light them up with your words, with your actions, with your kindness, with your positivity. There are so many things that people can receive from your dynamic energy. Okay. And that is what is, look at this, girl. See what I'm talking about? These hand in hand. I'm currently struggling with past triggers and making me jealous with the man I'm dating. Makes so much sense. No worries, Michelle. I have your name down. I was not going to let you miss it. Okay. Makes so much sense, sweetheart. Remember, those old resentments are against that other person. Okay. You've got to sit with, do I have a reason to feel this way? Am I feeling this, or am I worried about this? Okay, because your intuition can kind of sense some warning flags, can sense some sticky situations or energy patterns. However, that ego can worry about something bad happening. So discerning that within yourself, which I feel like you are. My past triggers are making me jealous with the current person that I'm dating. Honey, good for you for recognizing that. That's night and day. So keep affirming that as these feelings come about. Make sure that you say, okay, do I have a reason to be jealous, or is this me? Is this my ego trying to protect me just in case, because I've been hurt before? Whew, okay. I want to say something about that, girl. He's not done anything wrong, just lots of female friends. Okay. So men and women can be friends, and it's not uncommon for a person to have multiple or many friends that are of the opposite sex, especially if they are like a person with healthy boundaries, right? That kind of thing. But I do want to say, as far as I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong, but if you're not comfortable with it, then there is a discussion there to be had. Okay, that is all I want to say. Is it's whether it's right or wrong, if it feels funny, then let's talk about this. And if talking about this is going to scare you away, then you're not the guy for me. Okay, that's what I want to tell you, Gemma. However, I do feel like there's true potential here. This wasn't the cheater card. This wasn't the fearsome or anything else like that card. And yes, sometimes past loved ones do come through in these readings, Mary. It depends on what you request. It depends on what spirit pushes through. But that is definitely something that I do offer as a psychic medium. Let's see. See, I'm not even seeing you, girl. Oh, understandable. But listen, and that is also something as well. Okay, so sometimes a person who has kind of identifies with more friends of the opposite sex, I want to give you this. This is what I'm feeling for you, Gemma, is imagine the struggles and hardships that he has had with other men that has pushed him to surround himself with females, with softer energies. So I feel a touch of compassion about that. It's not, yeah, but it's my issue. It's not his fault. Understandable. So number one, spirit is encouraging me for you to make friends with his friends. Okay, there's no weirdness for, hey, my girlfriend's coming along and we're all doing this, we're all going to hang out or whatever, we're all going to go to dinner or whatnot. So spirit is telling me that his friends can be your friends, and it should not be weird if you want to tag along, or if they are, there's a function and you're all included. Okay. And also reminding yourself that it's okay for him and you both to have friends, and to remind yourself about your integrity. Okay, Gemma, I just got to come to you real quick. Your integrity as a person. Okay, you're welcome. Oh, who welcomed you, Gina? Gina's fantastic. Gina Wright is my moderator, and she is the most amazing person ever. She will drop in some helpful tidbits and welcome you and all the things with love. So thank you, Gina, for all of that. I do want to say, hold on, where was I at? You're mirroring. You are mirroring uh, the qualities of yourself through the relationships that you are having. Okay. So when you're feeling a little uncertain because, he has friendships with women, remind yourself, like, we're 18 and over, man. Have you slept with every male friend you've ever had? Probably not. Okay. So that is a thread of truth there about masculine and feminine relationships that can be completely platonic and not have any sexual chemistry. Remind yourself that it's possible. Remind yourself that that's happening now. Okay, so that you don't fall into that pitfall. Remind yourself that there's a reason that you and he are in connection. Okay, and those other people are not romantic in nature. And I'm really getting chills on this, honey. So these are the kinds of logical ways that you can reason against those old wounds that are just afraid and they just want to protect you, right? But they don't know any better, but you do. All right, so proceed with awareness. Remember, you are prepared and equipped for any red flag that anyone throws your way, Gemma. Like, you've seen the things and you will see it if it happens, but I don't feel like it's happening. So it's good that you can, but the thing is, you don't need to, right? In this connection or any connection that is truly divinely meant for you, there is no competition, sweetheart. None at all. And if those were the things to drive that person away, then that is not the forever love for you. Because the forever love for you, that spirit intends for you, will accept the disabilities, will accept the fears, will accept the shortcomings and the flaws, as well as all of the other amazing things that you have going on. Will accept the conversations, the brave conversations. Okay. And again, I say to you, if it's too much for him, then he's not the right one. So don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to be yourself. That's how you find what's right for you. Okay. Gemma, that's for you, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you for letting me read for you, darling. I'm going to disconnect from you. Disconnect. Thank you, guys. You are the best. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate it, darling. Oh, I love it. Gemma, I love the vibes. I love the vibes. And, as a healthy, empowered person, you get to work through, um, your struggles or, these kinds of things. All of us have that, the fears. Absolutely. I am not afraid. Mary, you're asking me all kinds of questions. I don't mind one bit. Look, I am a regular, real person, just like you guys, just like anybody else. But spirit works with everyone. Spirit works with us all. I became a medium in an instant, in a moment in church. All of a sudden, my past loved ones started shaking my shoulders and yelling in my ears, telling me to deliver messages. Okay, so I just did, and I had no idea how it worked or what I was doing. And afterwards, I didn't know how to bring them back. I didn't know how to do it again. So I had to learn. I had to try. I had to take courses and classes and programs. And did you know that you can? You can take courses to learn how to do just this. I've taken countless courses over the years, and I still tell you this: the information that comes through is not mine. I have acquired quite a bit of spiritual knowledge, yes, in my journey, but the information that comes through from spirit is not known to me. I bring it through and I give it to you. Okay. So I'm not afraid of mediumship and I'm not afraid of the near future questions. I'm not afraid of specific. I'm not afraid of general. I trust that whatever spirit gives you is exactly what is needed. Okay. Now, give me just a moment. Michelle Lively Scott. I have a list, you guys. I'm not forgetting anyone, I promise. Michelle Lively Scott. Yes, absolutely. We are always teachable, sister. I still take courses because there's always more to learn. And when you sit in the energy of learning and you sit in the energy of spirit, it activates you. It opens you up for more. It up levels you for more service. Now, this is where I'm at. Michelle Lively Scott. I thank you so much for tuning in earlier with the with the Psychic Community 100 reading giveaway. That was freaking awesome, right? I truly appreciate that. And when we were up there, my next reading was going to be for you. And then, Ronald came on and he had made it in there. So then I didn't get to do your reading. So I saved your cards, and I'm glad that you are here. I waited because I really wanted to give you the message from your cards that I was going to give you earlier. However, now Spirit has thrown a wrench in the program. Okay. So Spirit wants me to read the meanings for the cards from my own Oracle deck so that you guys know, if you pre-order your deck, the card meanings will be on the back, and this is what it's going to sound like. This is what it's going to look like if you pull this card for yourself or for somebody else. Okay. Just to give you an idea, I'm going to go over a couple of them. Michelle, you got 2 cards that fell. Okay. And I am going to, oh yeah, those turtles, man, that was crazy. I was already a believer, but every experience just piles it on even more thick. And it's just so evidential that you end up living this life. And I don't care if you think I'm a fruitcake, because it's real. It's very real. So let me pull these cards up. Gosh, I'm such a blabbermouth, right? Okay, first card. Michelle, the first card that you got is in the grip. Okay, look, where am I going to put this? Here? Okay. Can you imagine life on the other side? A harmony of pure, loving souls where there is no conflict, no pain. There's no duality or polarity, no secrets or healthy debates, no adversity, no challenges, no sex, no physical affection. Can you imagine an eternity there? Forever is a really long time. Our souls come here to experience the polarity of earthly life. We pick the obstacles that become our personal challenges. On a soul level, we know we can overcome them. Whether in the grip of addiction, alcoholism, illness, struggles, or hardships, you can overcome. Every step in the right direction is a victory to be celebrated. So that is the first card for you, Michelle. And the other card, let me find it. I know you guys like this one. In fact, this was the very first card I ever made. Did you guys know it took me 2 years to make this deck? 2 years. This is the very first card. I made it in January of 2022. January 31st of 2022. First card. Second card on 2/2/22. Second card. And now the whole deck is complete. Almost 2 years later. Now this is the next card for you. Slap a spirit on it, Michelle. You may feel excited yet apprehensive about a new chapter in your life. Even if the inspiration has not yet taken form, Spirit supports you. Pray, meditate, call in your angels. Communicate your deepest heartfelt intentions directly to your higher self. The divine already knows. However, this is an important part of your co-creation journey. Slap a spirit on it by talking to God like you're talking to a trusted friend. Fill in all the details and lift it up to source. Suggest your desired outcome and seal it with this or better, God, please, because sometimes God knows better. So these are your cards, Michelle. And I know that you have been through some trials and tribulations lately. But Spirit knows how strong you are. And I want to bring to you how healing your energy is. Boy, I've been doing more praying. That's fantastic. I am so glad that you have been praying and co-creating with Spirit to step into a life that is more to your liking, more to your desire. Some of these things that have happened, Michelle, have been completely out of your control. And Spirit wants me to tell you right now that you are a trooper, that you have rode this wild, crazy wave, these ups, these downs, that you have been the calm in the center of the storm, the rock that has held things together. Oh, 6 months yesterday. Oh, sweetheart, you know it. Thank God for you. That's what they want me to say. Thank God for you. You have held things together when other things have been just spiraling out of control. And this too shall pass. You can a storm doesn't rage incessantly forever. It comes, stirs some stuff up and leaves, all right? And this too is leaving, Michelle. This pattern of stickiness, of challenge, of struggle, of hardship, it's leaving your life. I'm going to get you a card right now. I know your father passed 6 months ago, you said yesterday. Michelle's father. Okay, so Michelle, I'm calling your dad in right now, and okay, so I see him in like end of life care, like I'm sure in your home. I believe I know that, but I see him not being able to really verbally communicate near the end. Maybe some whispers, some mumbles, like these kinds of things that were unintelligible. Um, he's telling me now that you or your mother have racked your brain over what he was trying to say to you, and he's telling me now that that's neither here nor there. He was just attempting to communicate his gratitude, attempting to communicate his love to you, wanting you to take care of your mother, wanting you to step in. He knows that you did, he knows that you are, he knows that you have. What is this, Dad? Michelle, he's showing concern for also other family members as well. Does he have grandchildren? I mean, even like adult grandchildren? I feel like there may be a falling out here between some of the lower family tree, if you will. All right. And it's kind of a concern. All right. And I do feel how there is some togetherness that could be encouraged there. Although when people are stubborn and they're butting heads, they're like butt heads, is what he's saying. So he's saying, that even that kind of stuff will lose its grip after a while. The dissonance, the arguments, the grudges that are held, the way that people get ugly from time to time. He wants me to tell you that there are personal experiences, private things that go on in other people's lives that make them act out in careless or callous ways. And he just wants to say it's not personal to you. It's not personal to your mom. It's not personal to those other people that may be involved. It's them trying to just get some emotions out, but they're doing it all wrong, man, all wrong, by picking fights or pointing the finger or whatever this could be. Okay, so he's saying like you are an upstanding citizen. This is funny, and that's very important to him. Okay, he's like, yeah, you are, like that's really, was he some kind of he feels like an upstanding citizen, law and order, very important to him. And it's funny because he's also giving me a Tiny Tim reference, so maybe that is something. OMG, it's him, it's my brother. Okay, well, I'm glad that you are. Oh, yes. Okay, it is your brother. Thank you so much for the validations, Michelle. Dad knows. He knows he's here. He knows. Now, what's the deal with Tiny Tim? All right, because I see the little crutch and I feel the Christmas movie. Is that a Christmas Carol movie? There's some kind of a connection there. I know that Christmas time is coming up. I want to read you your card, though. Hi, Shaniza. Hi, Kathy with Skellowix. Hi, Amber Harrington. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. And yes, death brings out, yes, either the best or the worst in people. Isn't that the truth? You don't know Tiny Tim. Okay, no worries, girl. I'm glad that you are not making it fit. We don't do that here. We prove with evidence of life after death. Okay, so I want you to put that in your pocket, Michelle. And from now forward, you're going to see something, a reference to Tiny Tim. I see that one crutch. Okay. I see the snow flurry, one crutch, Tiny Tim. Put that in your pocket. That will be your hello from heaven, from your father when you need it. He's telling me it's going to be in a moment when you need it. Okay. And it's going to just, boost you back up. Hey, Dad, I know you're here for me. Thank you so much. Okay. Being present for the holidays as well. Here's your card. I am standing right next to you. And I love how it's like fuzzy because their energy is just like there. and you can blend and immerse yourself in it and sense and feel whatever happens to come through for you. And I want to say, as an untrained medium, you may get chills or tingles or goosebumps. You might not recognize anything at all, but that does not mean that nothing is happening. You may just not be aware of something that is happening outside of the frame of reference of what you expect to receive. Okay. Whew. I am standing right next to you. Yes, Gina. As you're hearing these words, so am I, because I'm right beside you at this moment. I do respect your privacy and free will choices very much. If you'd like me to give you some space, just say the word and I'll retreat. But for as long as my presence comforts you, I'll stay nearby. Time is very different where I am now, so I'm no longer in a hurry, nor do I need to multitask. I love when you talk with me, and I hope you trust the answers that I send to you through your feelings, intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Our relationship can become even closer now because my old ego defenses aren't as strong as they used to be. I have finally opened my heart fully, and now I can love you as you deserve to be loved. That's interesting, girl. I love this card for you. Let me see. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. Oh, goodness. Yes, absolutely. He's absolutely right there with you, sweetheart. And he's also giving me birds, man. I feel like there's a million birds in a million cages. Was your father like a bird guy, or did he? I feel he wants me to tell you there are birds in heaven. All right. That's what I want to give you. I hear the birds. I see the birds. I sense the birds all around him. If he wants that, he wants you to know there are birds in heaven. There are birds in heaven, and there are birds in your life, honey, that he fools with. All right. That he can manipulate the energy to bring towards you, to land in a funny place, maybe to stick around a little too long. Maybe a flock of birds acts real weird. That's him going, I'm here, do something, recognize me, right? Because we as human people have trouble recognizing that. No birds, but you watched owls. Okay. Well, he's letting you know that there are birds. There are birds in heaven. And pay attention to your environment now because, honey, I feel like there's a special yellow bird. Okay. A special yellow bird, maybe a past pet even. He is not a bird person. Okay. Just take that where it resonates. A yellow bird. You may have noticed one that lands on your car or lands on your windowsill or whatever that is. And that is also a hello from heaven. And he wants to bundle you up. Oh, the owls have been hanging around. The birds have been hanging around. That's fantastic. See, the birds are in your area, making noise, being noticed. And he knows about this because he's encouraging that. Okay, so recognize the connection. Recognize the connection. And know if you're thinking of him, he's there. He can't help but be there. When you're thinking of him, it's because you're sensing his presence. Okay? Because you're sensing his presence. And he wants to say bundle up. He keeps saying like wrap. Do you have a new scarf? You or mom? New scarf? He wants to bundle you up and wrap a scarf around you. You know what I mean? And I'm out of water. I'm going to have to fix that. You know what I mean? You're awesome, Catherine. Thank you for helping, sweetheart. Scarf. Maybe it's I always wear a scarf, put that scarf on, girl. There's something about a scarf. He's bringing it to me, like to stay warm, stay bundled, that kind of thing. Maybe your mama keeps cold or something. That is what I have for you, sweetheart. No new scarf, but it's cold here and I've got to remove the snow. Well, bundle up before you go out and remove that snow, sweetheart. You were shoveling snow, weren't you? That's right. Well, he's saying You got to bundle up, sweetheart. It's too cold out there. You can't be going outside not bundled up. You got to make sure you take care of you. Okay. The weather is something that you must, prepare yourself for if you've got to go out into it, lest let you get cold, get a cold or something. That's what I have for you, sweetheart. I am going to go ahead and disconnect from you, Michelle Lively Scott. Thank you for being here. I still have a list. I still have a few people I'm going to read for, most definitely. But I need to use the restroom and I need to get something else to drink. So if you don't mind just pausing for one moment, go get your popcorn or whatnot. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. Thank you guys for waiting. Thank you. Yeah. I know I should have some snazzy video or something to like intermission, but I didn't think that far ahead. Maybe I'll factor that in. Who knows? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. If you receive a reading from me in any capacity, it would be fantastic if you could leave me a review right here on my Facebook page. Just click the reviews tab, or you'll click the reviews. I have 127 5-star reviews. You click on that, it expands. You can read them and you can add your opinion. People do read those things. So it does matter. It does help everyone to, it helps me to remain relevant as a credible professional spiritual practitioner. So thank you guys for adding your reviews. Yes, Tori, I have you on the list. Kate Pennington. You got popcorn. That's right. Kate Pennington. Kate, I'm just going to connect in with your energy right now, and I'm going to shift my attention to the spirit world, okay? I know you lost your father and you would like to hear a message. Okay, are you kitty cat? Are you cat? I see a cat face and I'm thinking, is this some kind of a nickname here? Kitty cat Kate? I don't know. That came right to me. I also got some knee pain. Okay, so maybe dad had some knee pain that he dealt with in life. I'm just going to allow him to come in close with me. Settle in with me. This is interesting. What is on the back of a penny? Is that the Lincoln Monument? Oh, Natalie, I see you, darling. Tiffany Tisdale. All right. Kate. Kate Pennington, regardless, I see a cat's face. I'll just give you that, okay? And I'm feeling a lot of pain in my side. What is this about? Hmm. Okay. He had a cat that he adored. Okay, thank you for that. Well, the cat is most definitely something that was important. If he's, that's one of the first things that I'm perceiving from him. I'm really feeling quite a bit of pain now that I'm asking him to come in closer with me. And I do want to say, regardless of his life circumstances or his method of passing, he's no longer in pain now. The pain that I feel is simply an impression so that I can give you the memory of that experience, and you can connect the dots in whatever way it is for you. And yes, I'm seeing the back of a penny. So maybe Lincoln Memorial, not so much. What about a heads up or tails down penny kind of thing? Have you been seeing pennies around? You won't pick up a tails penny, you flip it over. What's the deal? I'm seeing the back of a penny. That's why I'm like, Lincoln Memorial. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, okay. Let me get with this pain. I've got pain in the head space. My body feels quite a bit of pain as well. Um, now, what I'm experiencing here, sweetheart, he had coins that we collected. So coins are special. Thank you so much. I feel kind of a decline to his health. Maybe he was fatigued, something like this. But I don't feel like his passing was expected. You know what I mean? I feel like it was very unexpected. Like a shock, like throwing cold water on you. Maybe someone has said that. Boy, this headspace. What is it, darling? Really unexpected. Sending love to you. Sending love to you. Come in close with me, sir. Hmm. Okay, so I want to give you this very quickly. He's indicating that there's also a little girl on the other side. Um, well, I see her as a little girl, someone who used to be the flower girl. Okay, I'm seeing like maybe a flower girl or that age of a child. You know what I mean? And then I see her as also very present, very bubbly. She was somebody in connection to him or to the family, connection to you guys. Like a younger female, I'll just say that a younger female also in heaven. I just want to let you know, regardless of the circumstances around her passing, she is also there. Okay. You have a niece. Is she living or in spirit, sweetheart? She's living. Okay. Was she the flower girl in someone's wedding then? Because I feel her bubbly energy. Was she the flower girl? living. It's his granddaughter. Okay, it's his granddaughter that he's sending love to her. He's sending love to the little granddaughter. So she's not in spirit. He's bringing me her bubbly energy and how bright she is and how beautiful she is and how she will grow up to be a fantastic individual as well. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. So now he's showing me some kind of, what is this? It could be a fist bump. I don't know. A special little handshake or some gesture between him and her. A special way of, showing their affection or whatnot. He's telling me there's a special, it was special. Oh, I've got so much pain. You guys, like, this is crazy. Was he crushed? If it's not a literal crush, like I feel like he is crushed. He's devastated, much like you guys, much like all of you guys. And you can still follow through with plans. You can still follow through with plans. I don't know what that means. I don't understand that. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me just say, I tell you, they're towards the end now. Oh, permission to see her. Oh, my heart of hearts. That's the baby. Oh, he was trying to get permission to see her because she was in foster care. He was devastated. Okay, so I'm feeling crushed about that little grandbaby. Didn't let him see her, and then he passed away. How? Oh my goodness. I send so much love. That is so challenging. That is so devastating. Yes. And that's why I'm like, he's crushed. He is. That crushed him. That was really devastating. That was very sad. Very sad. But he also brings me to the message to let you guys know that he's not confined by his physical body any longer. He doesn't have to listen to the judge or the court. He gets to support her and be by her side in the spiritual sense as she grows and matures and lives her life. And he can be involved and he gets to see her grow and do all. I've got chills from head to toe. That is one thing that he gets to do. Now, without having even a sleepover, the judge did not know, wait, whatever came over him, but gave her back to her mom this past week. Wow. So let me ask you this. Okay, so the mom, hold on now. Is the mom on drugs? So yeah, I'm trying to follow what you're telling me as well as she was, okay, but recovery now, right? Yeah, see, I'm feeling this in my body. He's telling me, that's why I'm asking you, oh, is she on drugs? Okay, because he's telling me there was drugs involved. That's why things went whatever way. So that is incredible and fantastic. And I want to say to you that he is no longer restricted by the body. He gets to look over the baby. And that whole change of heart, imagine, imagine who you think was pulling for the baby to be with the mother who is now clean, the mother who can be her best mother, be the best mother that she can. Okay. And you as other supportive family members are able to support in the way that you can and just, make sure that things are going smoothly. And if they're not, you'll be right there to help. Right. We know this. He knows this. Okay. Even if you can't, have a whole hand of control over it. Like you can be involved. You do have a physical body. So you do get to, be that person to lend that hand if it is needed. Okay, that's what I want to say about this. But listen, this is important. As a soul, I can be several places at once. And I'm not on this card. What am I thinking? See, spirit brain. Hello. Oh, you sweetheart. Now, okay, I was right in my brain with this. So I didn't necessarily feel an indication of stroke, aneurysm, or brain cancer. But when I'm in my brain, it's usually one of those three. Okay, so I did feel a lot of that, but I also felt some depression. Okay, and I was seeing like tucked into bed, covers over my head. I'm sad right now. I'm devastated, like you said. I don't want to come out, that kind of thing. Sending love, Kate. Oh, Kate, my heart. But listen, as I speak about this, I have more pain inside, like my belly, my back. Like, did he suffer chronic pain? As a soul, I can be several places at once. And this is amazing that we're talking about how he doesn't have his human body that holds him back anymore. He don't have to listen to the court, right? He's checking in on the baby. He's making sure things are going to be okay. He's looking over her like a guardian angel would. Without the human body, I am free, and I have amazing new abilities. I can travel to any place and almost any dimension with just a thought. It's like living in one of those flying dreams. So I can be with you as often as you need me, and it won't hold back my spiritual growth. If you miss my presence, just say the word, and I'm there by your side instantly. Although I'm not technically an angel because I still have my human ego to deal with and learn about, I am like an angel to you. I will do my best to support you always, and you can count upon my continuing love. Oh, I love that. And I need to say, like, Kate, he's also looking over you. He's also looking over the family. He's telling me right now, are you the youngest? Kate, because I feel like you're the baby or you're the sensitive one, or he's like, don't say I'm looking over my grandbaby and not her. That's what he's telling me. Don't leave it like that. You need to let her know that I am looking over her, that she is so precious to me, that she's my little baby, and I'm going to be a guardian angel to her as well for the rest of her life. And when she does big things, you do those big things for me. You make me proud. And I will watch with love and admiration as you succeed and grow into the woman that you are becoming. Kate Pennington, he loves you. He loves your mom. He loves all of you guys. He's really wanting me not to leave anyone out. And that's a little bit stressful for me because I don't know who all he wants to mention. But he says there's so many people that he loves, so many lives that he touched. And he wants to tell you that the pets are in heaven too. He was your buddy. Yes, ma'am. He knows that. Okay, so listen. I need to say to you, and I probably already told your family, and you may have heard this elsewhere, but oh, honey, a lot of times when we lose somebody very close to us and we love them so deeply and they love us so much too that they continue to reach from the other side and we reach from this side, and somehow communication is built, communication is achieved. And I understand, sweetheart. You poor thing. When you find yourself coming back to that image, back to that moment, back to that time, Daddy wants you to switch your focus and remember a happy memory. Remember him smiling. Remember a time that's one of your favorite times together. It's a choice. Because listen here, darling, seeing him the way that you envision him as you found him is so far off from his true essence now. His essence now that he's no longer shrouded by the body is so high vibe and full of love. But he is still his own self, his own person. He has his memories. He has his own free will as well to come and visit you and look over you and communicate with you. So when you think of him as he was, even as you found him, that's a heavier energy, okay? And it's not who he is now. So if you're able to shift that and say, well, I can remember a time when he was healthy and happy and we were having the time of our lives. I'm going to remember that fishing trip. I'm going to remember those activities. I'm going to remember that time instead and bring that up and let your heart fill with love and know that he is present with you. And that is more true and accurate and closely connected to an interpretation of who he is and what he is now. And as long as you can, with awareness, remove some of those shrouds, that communication between you and him will open up. I'm telling you right now, honey, you're going to be a medium. I hope that you're accepting of this. I mean, no one is going to force mediumship on you, but the connection that the two of you have is so incredibly strong. And the love bond is so real and full and rich. And if you are open to it, it is available to you. You are fantastic. So, attempting to dream with him would be beneficial because he can much more easily slip into your dream time. He may already have shown up there. But when we, as human beings who have just lost someone, sometimes we have nightmares, sometimes we have human grief dreams. That is our subconscious trying to wrap its head around what has happened in our lives. Okay. And other times our past loved ones come in, he has, and they're smiling and they're healthy and they're whole and they're well and they're happy to see us. And it's a beautiful experience. So Kate Pennington, I'm glad that he has. Write those things down, then he knows what dream connections you have received. Okay, so you're starting to build a dictionary. You're building a book on what's working because they give us countless signs, but we, with our human eyes and human senses, miss 99 out of 100. So writing that one down that you got helps him find out what's working and helps him to double down on that so he can expand that in the communication bridge with you. And I feel like you'll be doing this for your parents or for your mother, for your other siblings, for your family. But first and foremost, Kate, it's going to be for you. And I need to tell you, it's going to be within the quiet of your own self. You don't have to tell anybody else. There's no checks and balances. Allow it to be whatever it is. You're going to probably say, oh, I'm making this up. I'm making this up. Of course, I know what my dad would say. Of course, I know what he would, how he would respond. Well, maybe you do, but allow yourself to engage with him inside of the quiet of your mind, in your heart, or out loud. I'm sure you probably talk to him anyways. Well, give him space to answer you. How do you do that? By waiting, just like this, waiting for him to respond. Take some deep breaths, let your mind go, and wait for him to get back to you on something. Maybe you hear his voice. Maybe it's words. Maybe all you get is a little tone, a ringing in your ear. What is that? That's an attunement to your clairaudient faculties so that you can make that space and opening for actual words, actual verbal communication. Okay. But maybe it's not words. Who knows what it is for you? You might get chills, tingles, goosebumps. You might see something enter your mind's eye, a memory. Maybe his face is there. Maybe you feel a swell of love in your heart. Maybe you feel like a blanket of peace is just wrapped around you, something that you cannot conjure. Okay, this will happen to you. So pay attention to what it is. You do get ringing. That's attunement, baby. I am talking for a reason. The ringing in your ear is attuning the clairaudient faculties to make you ready to hear in the world of spirit. Amen, girl. Good for you. Your dad loves you, and he has not left you. He is right by your side. And as the card said, he can be with all of you at one moment. And he is, because he knows that everyone is struggling right now. He knows how hard this has been on everyone. And he sends the love and he sends remorse. He wants to apologize for hurting anybody. And he wants to send healing, physical healing to anybody, everyone who needs it. Okay. The family is suffering with different aches, pains, ailments, headaches, whatever. He's also sending healing to you guys for all of that. He's mentioning a clock as well, honey, a clock that's doing something funny. Maybe it's slowing down. It has stopped, some kind of weird thing. Pay attention to these. This is how he can, wow, this is how he can manipulate the energy in your environment. Okay. So when you can connect those dots, it anchors his energy in a much more real way. And these evidences that come to you, prove it to you time and time again. I encourage you and your other loved ones, because I feel like all of you will be having spiritual experiences. I don't feel like he believed in this kind of stuff, but he definitely advocates now. He wants to surprise everybody. He wants to tell everybody, oh, guess what? Come on, we're going to play. We're going to communicate. We're going to give signs, all these things. And yes, but when you ask for a sign, you might be missing the sign. Okay. You might be missing the sign. So don't assume that signs aren't coming. So please keep a journal so that on the days when you feel down and the days that you doubt any of this and you believe that you're just making it up to comfort yourself or whatever it is, you can open your journal and you can look back at the dreams that you've had and the experiences that you have had and the sensations or the ringing in the ears. Add all of this down. It counts. It all counts. And it's all part of building that bridge. You got to meditate, Kate. I can't not tell you that as well, because I really feel like you will embrace mediumship, and Spirit is saying be quite profoundly talented. And that's not a message that I give lightly. That's not a message that I give to everybody. But if you embrace the aspect of mediumship and lead on a spiritual path, courses, books, programs. I'm not pitching you, although I teach, but there are many great teachers. I learned from great teachers. You know what I mean? So finding a teacher or books or online learning that resonates with you, videos, anything else, any type of learning and growth that you can do adds to the quality of the mediumship that you will deliver in the future. And you've got to decide to meditate. Meditation is simply taking quiet time out to spend time with spirit instead of the rest of your life in the world. And what happens in meditation becomes truly incredible. And it takes you on a journey to your inner worlds. And it's not something that I can describe to you, Kate, because then you'll expect it to be a certain way, and that's going to limit what you yourself may experience. Okay. Just a regular practice. It's challenging if you don't meditate to get into the regular habit of doing that. So guided meditations are definitely beneficial to help you get into that relaxed headspace or emotional state. Guided meditations on YouTube are fantastic. Yes, you enjoy the guidance. That's great. That's beautiful. They can get you where you need to be. I do want to say a regular practice of 30 minutes a day is probably a target. Okay, so an experienced practitioner usually meditates 30 minutes a day, sometimes give or take, but 30 minutes is a sweet spot. Once you go over the 30 minutes, you've kind of gotten all the benefits you can get out of your meditation. So anything over that's a little excessive in my opinion. However, starting out meditating 30 fucking minutes? Are you kidding me? How am I supposed to stop thinking or sit still for 30 minutes? What are my nose itches, man? Okay, allow yourself to be free flowing and fluid. If you need to move around during your meditation, you ain't going to ruin a darn thing. Okay. And if you happen to fall asleep, you fall asleep. In fact, you probably will if you just start meditating. Oh, fantastic. Grief guided meditations. Yes, you guys pick up on some of this here. Okay. I told you support is found on my page, and I love that. So pick up some of those resources, grief guided meditations. If that is something that you may use that might help you, that is awesome. What I want to say is 5 minutes a day of quiet time. I leave my problems at the door. I'm going to just breathe deeply and I'm going to relax and not think incessantly. Okay. And if those thoughts come in, I'm just going to let them pass me by. I don't have to follow them down that rabbit hole until they're all completely finished before I can, whatever, right? You might find that you follow the thoughts. Okay. Oh my gosh, did I send that bill? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Do I remember writing the check? Do I remember going to the mail? Oh, I'm not meditating. I'm not meditating. Shucks, I'll get the bill later. I'll figure it out later. I've got to meditate. Back with my meditation. And allow yourself that solid time. Okay, 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 15 a day. Target would be 30, but that's like, where you're headed. All right. Yes, I love that. Thank you guys all so much for the support. It is a beautiful thing. Also, I wanted to say, falling asleep. You most likely, I mean, I won't say most likely, okay, but it is quite common to fall asleep when you first begin meditating, okay, because like you're settling into the energy and oh my God, I fell asleep. What happened? People get so upset because they think they've ruined it. They've ruined their meditation. I am here to tell you that was me to the T. Okay. I had a hell of a time keeping my eyes open while I meditated. You know why? Because sitting in the energy of spirit is so incredibly powerful that it can put you to sleep if your vibe is raising that quick, that fast. Okay. Check it out because you're walking in not conditioned to the energy, the high vibe energy of spirit. So when you sit in meditation and you make that connection, even if you don't know you've made the connection, you sit in meditation and you just fall asleep, the connection has been made. Spirit honors your intention and you do get credit for the time that you attempted to spend in meditation. However, it is also an attunement to your physical body. It's an attunement to your auric field, even if you fall asleep because you couldn't handle the high vibe mega energy of spirit, but you were immersed in it, you were involved in it, and they are attuning you to be able to stay awake and still sit in that energy. Okay, so continue. ADHD. I'm seeing all these questions. I know that that's not Kate's question, but that's a great one. If you have trouble with that busy mind, you can't seem to let the thoughts go, you can't shut it off, start at 100. Count backwards by twos while you breathe very deeply and let your body relax. Okay, that should keep your mind busy. If that's not enough, start at 1,000. Count backwards by threes. Keep that brain busy and you will be able to, count backwards, keep it busy, breathe deeply, relax your body. You will train your brain to do what you want instead of what it wants, okay? Because you have control over this. Kate Pennington. Kate Pennington, I am sending so much love to you, sweetheart. And I want you to know that your father still tucks you in and folds your covers down and kisses you goodnight, all the things. He still looks out for you, over you, and more than just you, the rest of the family as well. But he's really wanting me to give this to you. Now, he wants me to hand you a heart-shaped balloon on a stick. Okay. So I see a heart, but it's like a balloon, almost like a Valentine's balloon. So maybe Valentine's is something special, but if not, girl, heart-shaped balloon for you on a stick, though. It's one of the little ones, the crinkly foil ones for you from your dad, sending all the love to you, knowing that this is going to be, he says that this communication, the mediumship thing, if you're willing, will be the greatest gift that he can give you in the absence of his physical presence. Hearts mean so much in our family. Yes, it's giving you the heart, girl. Thank you. Thank you so much, Penningtons, for letting me connect and read for you today. I am sending you so much love. And you know you're on my prayer list. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you guys. Okay. Oh, wow. Hold on. So I've got a couple people on my list here. Catherine, Jean O'Donnell, do you have a certain question, sweetie? You're welcome, Kate. And Michelle, sending love to all of you. Sending love. Oh, my heart. Sending love. You're welcome. You remember, guys, I do offer private sessions, one-on-one private sessions, tarot videos for order, and psychic development programs. If you're interested in connecting with me on a deeper level, you have to make that first move because I'm a lady, okay? Only scammers try to reach out to you. Spiritual practitioners do not actually do that. So if you wanted to connect with me, my links are in your description box. I will not reach out to you. That's just weird. Catherine Jean O'Donnell, no certain question. I'm going to get you one from my own Oracle deck and I'm going to read the meaning for you. Do you guys like that? I am so excited about my cards. I can't wait to have the new deck in my hand. I can't wait. I'm so live, Terry. I'm so glad to see you, darling. Thank you for being here, girl. Yeah, tell me about it. Catherine. Okay, Terry, you're just joining in. So guess what? I'm pulling some cards from my own Oracle deck and I'm going to read the meaning from the back of the deck. Well, from the back of the card for you. However, it's not on the back of these cards because I made these cards. These aren't the printed ones. But I have the meaning, so I'm going to give you a little sneak peek on what it's going to look like. Catherine Jean O'Donnell. What card does she need? Spirit. For Catherine. Hold on, Catherine. This one. Ooh, love it. I'm going to read you the meaning. All right, who's ready for this? Absolutely, Michelle. Actually, Kathy Wiskelowicz, I am taking pre-orders right now on my own Oracle deck. I will be accepting pre-orders until December 12th, so 10 more days. It is $50 for the deck, and that includes shipping and everything else. So I'm going to be placing the orders on the 13th, and I should have the decks by end of December, beginning of January, sent to you in January, potentially a little earlier than that, I would hope. But in January is the target date to be in your hands and mine. And at that point, I'm not sure if I'll have an excess to sell. So that's why I'm encouraging pre-sale. If you guys know you want one, like this is the time. This is the time, okay? So let's get here. Thank you. Thank you. Me too. I like this shirt. It was a gift. Thank you. All right, Catherine, let's read your card here. I'm going to put it for you. Doses of Peace is your card. This card suggests that you have been immersed in regular patterns of heightened emotions or frantic urgency. This could be due to dissonant connections, current life challenges, or a hectic, busy schedule. Your body does not know that it's not in fight or flight mode. You must interrupt the pattern by giving your body intentional doses of peace regularly. Give yourself doses of time where you relax peacefully and leave your problems at the door. Your body needs to know it's okay to relax. This too shall pass. Be proactive by embracing peace and relaxation often. And the card shows 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and 30 minutes of peace. How weird is this? We were just talking about this, right? We were just talking about this. Taking those breaks from the thoughts, from your life, from your schedule, Catherine. That's important. And I'm going to get you another card. Catherine, I'm going to grab from my Quantum Oracle. I know, Terry, I'm super excited. Am I feeling better? Yes. I'm feeling much, much better than I was yesterday. Oh, my word. You guys. Oh, I completely get it. I'm glad, Catherine. I'm still not done with you, though. My back was so messed up yesterday. Oh, goodness. I was in so much pain. I couldn't, walk right. I was hobbling around, my hips, my back, everything was messed up. I was not in a good space in the least at all. I had a terrible headache. It was pretty stressful. So I'm very glad that, Kathy, love you, Kathy. Very glad that I'm feeling better today. Good enough to show up for you guys. And I thank you guys so much for being here with me again. I'm glad you are meant to hear this. Yes. Take what resonates. Take what resonates. Leave the rest for somebody else. Spirit wants to speak to many, okay? And I know that not everybody has the money for a donation or a session or a video or whatever. So I do all kinds of free readings as well, guys. Stick around. Stick around. These people on my list, like sometimes I'm just drawn, like I need to read for that person, you know, and I write you down. And sometimes spirit draws me here. Catherine. Okay. Catherine. Lee Price, just saying hello. I saw your gift. You don't want a reading today, honey? I wrote your name down. You are like the most amazing person, Lee. Thank you. You let me know, honey, because I wrote your name down. I would never just skip over you. Thank you so much for sending me the donation. That makes a difference in my life. Like I'm a regular person, you know, and I have teenagers and I got grandkids and it's almost Christmas time and I don't have another job. This is what I do. So you guys, it does help me when you book a session. It does help me when you order a tarot video. It does help me when you send donations. So Lee Price, you let me know if you want something. But Catherine, I'm still with you. Catherine, don't leave. I'm still with you. Oh, you're not leaving. You were saying goodbye to Shaniza or somebody. Catherine, my bad. Kathy, you were saying goodnight to Kathy, my bad. Thought you were leaving. See how crazy I am? I don't even know how you guys stick in here with me. I'm serious. Okay. Catherine Jean O'Donnell, New Beginnings. Look at the baby. Look at the baby in the lavender field or whatever it has going on. Big old bright doorway behind. New beginning. I do want to say this is a lovely card. Beautiful, positive energy. But that baby makes me think that like I might not know what the heck I'm doing. You know? I might not know what I'm doing in the least. Okay. I might feel uncertain. I might feel like a little silly about things. This is what I have. These cards fell with this one. Yes, 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 amen. I'm glad this resonates with you, that you may feel a little bit uncertain about a new beginning. Hey, everybody does. Let's just say this right now. Give yourself some grace because that's normal. That is so normal. So don't be like, oh no, I don't know what I'm doing, I better quit. Right? Don't quit. It won't feel normal until you do a little bit more of it. Okay, and then it's going to feel cool. Now look, this is what you have here. The Seven of Spirit Ascended Masters. Look at all those hands. Like, whoa, lady. And then the One of Events, Great Achievement. So look, like this, you might be in a new beginning right now, but I feel like, holy smokes, this is going to turn out like amazing. You know what I mean? Like spirit really has 4 hands on this for you. Ascended master hands on this for you. Okay. So I don't feel like you can go wrong, but the feelings, girl, you got to push those feelings aside and go, yeah, well, I might not quite know, but I won't know until I do it, right? Until I feel comfortable, confident. But how do I do that? I've got to do it to do that, right? And that is where you're at. I feel like I just want to tell you, don't give up. Don't be down on yourself. Focus on your strengths and double down on those things. If you find some kind of, tweaks to the process that might be an improvement for you, definitely, implement those. Okay. So that is all part of learning. It's like you're not going to know the right way the very first time. Okay. This is a learning experience. So if I make a couple mistakes, if I bump a couple edges, if I see things and go, this might work better if I do it this way. There you go. That is exactly where you're headed. So don't be afraid of the growth, of the change, of the newness, of the vulnerable, uncertainty that you might feel, because you are so supported and empowered. Like, whoa, big time. And again, I got to show you this great achievement, lady. Look at that. There's like wine glasses and silverware, and like that is fancy schmancy. If you're looking for something, this is a definite big ticket for you. I love that, Catherine. Doses of peace. Don't forget about the doses of peace. Tori Lundy, what's your emergency, girl? Tori. Catherine, I just want to say to you that I really feel like as I was waiting here, I'm like, I see a ruler. This is kind of funny with like 12 months on it. I know that doesn't make any sense at all, but I feel like 12 months out in the expanded future, whatever it is that you're tripping on is going to be that great achievement. Okay. So like next Christmas, woo, that's how I feel about that. Don't forget who gave you the good news, Catherine. I feel like I'm losing my mind with everything going on. Tori. Sending love, Tori. May I say that there have been a lot of ups and downs lately. These energy patterns have been something. Gotcha, Catherine. Okay. I want to say to you, Tori, that the energy patterns have been challenging. And I probably always say that because there's always a challenge that's wrinkling around this universe. You know what I mean? It's just like rippling through the energy patterns. Maybe it comes here and then hits over here and then it hits someone else's life over here. And our lives are unique, but we feel that pattern. Okay. So I do want to say to you that it's not uncommon right now to feel a little bit overwhelmed, to feel a little bit crazy, to feel like life is too much. In fact, many people, I want to say, some people are having trouble staying in the body. Tori. Okay, so let's talk about this. I can relate to you. That's why I want to share this experience here. Sometimes I blip in and out of my awareness here. Okay, it's been the most stressful year of my life. I feel like no one is grateful but expects everything. Okay, so you're doing a lot and providing all the things, and no one is very grateful to you. But I can understand. Are you blipping out and going into your inner worlds, Tori? Like into your mind, like it's easier to be there. Maybe you're working things out or trying to. Like I feel like your focus is like your body's in the room, but the mind is blipping out elsewhere from time to time. Okay, and it's kind of a little more challenging to anchor that awareness into your body and looking out your eyeballs. Okay, that's what I'm really pulling in right now. Is there's some shifts happening. Wow. Okay. That's a synchronicity for me. That's why I say, wow. Huh. Took, let's see. It's definitely not with it. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. I just want to, it's maybe not worth it. Pain. Tori, I'm going to get you a card from my own deck first, okay? Yeah, there's always a freaking retrograde that wants to just throw a wrench in our programs here, and that always stinks. Hi, Leanne from England. Good to see you, sweetheart. Tori. Tori, I really feel like it's important for you to pay attention to the cadence of your thoughts and the trajectory of your thoughts. And, if you decide that you want to sit in thought about something for a while to find resolution or clarity or whatnot, like that's one thing. But it's another thing to be wrapped up in your thoughts so much. Yes, I'm going there, sweetheart. No, I have not got my glasses yet. They're not ready yet. I think one more week until my glasses should be ready. Yes, I felt the pain. Did you see me grab my ribs and I said pain? Tori, that's your relationship. I'm so sorry. I feel it in my ribs and it hurts. Okay. I also feel it in my life path and it fucking hurts there too. Okay. And I am not trying to be down on anybody, but I validate your uncomfortable feelings. Okay. I validate, I validate that to you. All right. Sometimes people need someone to hear them, receive them, accept that position. And I want you to know that I'm sitting in your energy right now, sweetheart, and I feel it and it hurts and it's not fair to you. It makes me want to cry. Like my heart wants to break right now for you, Tori. and you can do and do and do for people, and it's never freaking enough, and you're running yourself ragged into the ground, spending money, energy, time, emotions, up, down, the other thing, and it's still not the right thing for that. It doesn't receive, you don't receive the desired results that you had, and it's not even reciprocal results. Okay, like I'm putting all this in and I'm not getting anything on the back end, or I'm getting bullshit. Oh, you spent all that time. What were you doing gone so long? I was spending all my money on groceries for the house. You'd be mad at me for going and buying groceries for the house, right? I can feel the unreasonable. Listen, honey, it feels uncomfortable because it's not right for you. I'm so sorry to say it like that, but it will continue to become uncomfortable, even more intolerable, until you decide to make the big scary change, until you decide to choose yourself. It's not selfish to decide that you don't like what's going on around you and you want to be somewhere else instead, or vice versa. Okay. I'm going to get you a card from my deck here now. It's that one. I knew this one was going to come out. I just knew it. And I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it so you guys can know what this is. In case you want to pre-order my deck, and then you'll have the meanings on your fingertips. Tori, hold on. Let me make sure I have this. Heavy is the card. Sweet, brave soul, you are so tired. You carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Your deep sense of empathy causes you to show up for others in every way that you can. You may find your time, energy, or even pocketbook being stretched thin for the sake of others. It's time to shift the load and put the heavy weight down. Pray for the highest good of those you are concerned about and leave it in the hands of the divine. It's time for others to pick up the slack and do their part. Put your foot down if you must. You cannot do all things alone. And that is your card, Tori. You said stay or go. I'm not your boss, honey, but I feel like the universe is pushing you out the door, all right? It feels that way, and it's going to continue to feel worse and worse and worse until you go, fuck this! I'm out of here! I don't care what the next thing is. So, with your own awareness and empowerment, you don't have to wait till it gets worse and worse and worse. You can decide to become willing right now, to make a plan right now, just in case that door opens for you. And then watch yourself walk through it, girl. I feel like it's going to be like that. I understand. I understand what you're saying. And you know, when somebody tries, you know, as a sensitive individual, we go, oh, I don't want to belittle your efforts. You're trying, you know, I guess I can accept that you're trying. But listen here, darling. If you have, you know, your certain standard and you say, listen here, this is my standard. And this guy's trying, he's trying. Oh gosh, I'm trying to meet that standard. You know what I mean? You go, oh my gosh, you're really trying. I do appreciate your efforts. So now you're going to agree to lower your standards and stay in connection because they're trying. Guess what? They're going to try to surpass you now. You've done lowered that expectation and accepted whatever crumbs they would give you. I'm sorry to say this, but when you have a standard, there is no try, there is do. Okay. And when that person can't make it, this is my standard. Okay. But I'm trying. You can say, guess what? I have tried. I have tried to accept this lower standard for far too long. I've tried to accept your attempts at trying for too long. And now I'm going to shift my focus elsewhere. I'm going to go elsewhere because that is your aspect of control. And I want to say to you, girl, it's hard enough to change yourself, let alone to try to get somebody else to change something that they may not even feel is a problem. It's a problem for you. I'm so sorry. I'll try. Sending love to you, Tori Lundy. Sending love to you, Tori Lundy. You do not deserve trying, okay? Failed attempts. And when you realize that and you see that and you decide that, like, you know what, this ain't enough for me, and you go hold space elsewhere, then you might find something that is more compatible and more in alignment with who you are, that you don't have, that it's not so, you don't have to try so hard, right? It just is. But not as long as that person is filling that space in your life. And I would love to get a card from your mother. Yes. Ooh. Your mom wants to come in with a little bit of a disapproval here. She's wagging the finger and clicking the tongue. She don't like him. I am sorry, Tori. She says he's dragged my daughter through the mud. Whew. I'm sorry. Your mom does not like him, girl. Okay. Love and light. Love and light. She comes in with love for you. All right. She doesn't have to like him. You're her baby and she loves you. She does not like the predicaments that you have been put in. She doesn't like the feelings that you have had about things. And she wants to say to you right now, we were together another time when she was alive. Oh, okay. Well, she's not extremely supportive of the connection. Okay. But because she sees how it reflects on your energy, she sees how things bring you down. No more than that, she sees the potential that is available to you if you were away from that connection. I just have to tell you what she's giving me here. Okay. What was the last thing? Oh, she wants you to know that you can do life without her. Okay. She's telling me that the two of you used to like bounce things off one another. Yes, you may have had arguments at times, and it was a catty female, whatnot. But you guys were thick as thieves. All right. You guys could really share and talk, and she's telling me that you would bounce things off of her, and she would even bounce things off of you, and that was the way you guys moved through life. However, now you don't have her to bounce these things off of, and you feel like, what do I do now? Who do I ask? Who do I turn to? She says, you don't have to ask anybody else. Nobody has the answers. Nobody else has more answers than you. Nobody else is equipped. Nobody's smarter. Nobody knows how you feel about it like you do. She says you can do life even with her in spirit. And she supports you in every way that she can. Okay. So has there been a kitchen mishap recently? I'm seeing like a toaster on fire or some kind of an electrical mishap, something like this. If this wasn't recent, maybe in the memories. Hey, man, did mom ever set the toaster on fire? I see a toaster, some kind of kitchen electrical mishap. Now or then. You're redoing the kitchen. Make sure the wires are good. You're redoing the kitchen. That is fantastic. She knows this. Okay. She knows about this. And I just want to say, as far as that mishap, make sure that your the electrician is on point with that, or whomever. Maybe is it your boyfriend that's doing it? Oh gosh. Okay. Let's just make sure that the electricity is legit. Okay. So nobody gets shocked or anything like that. Okay. No worries, Sarah Sears. Check us out next time for certain. I will be live on Monday for Zodiac Monday. I do have an event section. And oh wow. Okay. Thank you, Tori. Thank you. Redoing the kitchen, plumbing problems. You've heard about a fire. Thank you. Your boyfriend doesn't do anything. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for the validations. I didn't really necessarily think that he would be capable of doing electronics. I'm not going to talk trash. Your mom wants me to, or getting off his ass. Okay. I'm not going to talk trash, but your loved ones will. I'll just let them. How about that? Okay. Did you see the house on fire because someone else did it? Wow. Girl, I feel like it may have been an electrical mishap, if that's what we were talking about here. Okay. The fire. You're dead set on someone said an arson? Okay, I'm not discounting that at all. I would say it's not who you think it is, and it's definitely not a woman. I'll just say that. If that's the case, but I do feel like mishap, like an electrical mishap, some kind of a happenstance, like crazy fluke happening. You know what I mean? Take that as it resonates. I'm going to give you your card, Tori. What a crazy period you have been through, you sweetheart. Sending love. And I just want to say, like, okay, tell me now, your house caught on fire. Truth or not true? Your house recently caught on fire. True or not true? Because that means something. I feel like we as human people don't take the happenings in our lives, like the events, to heart. We don't take the literal or the symbol, the symbology around it. Like, okay, your house is your home and it caught on fire. That's like your house did, but I did not have a deep, but I have a deep fear. Fire. Okay. Regardless, I just want to say the home, you feel like it's going to burn down. You have a fear of that. Well, that's probably because you have a past life in which you probably died in a house fire or some kind of thing like that. That's a lot of times when we have like a very big fear about something in our current lives, but we don't have something to like validate that fear. It's usually a past life self-protection mechanism wanting to protect us because in a past life you may have passed away in that way. However, I do want to say your house, where you live, your house can also represent like your physical body. Okay, the life force that is you being on fire where you live. Your house is on fire. That's like a huge call to move, right? Away from whatever and whoever's there, something that is really driving big giant change and transformation in the home. Okay, even if it wasn't a big fire, even if it was just a scare, like that's a message, girl. You got to pay attention to these kinds of things. Oh, yes, I will. Absolutely. Why not? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I'm reading this. That's just nuts there. Tori, let me read you your card, honey. Let's just do this. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. There is a divine order behind everything that happens, including the time of my passing. I realized that you weren't ready to let me go, and in many ways, I wasn't ready either. Since my passing, I've received spiritual counseling to help me see the bigger picture of my life and of my death. I now understand that I had to leave the way I did. It was a part of my soul contract and yours as well. I now see that everything in this universe is mathematically precise. There are no accidents. At some level, your soul knew that I would leave before you did. We've both been preparing for this transition since the beginning of our relationship. I am grateful for all of the beautiful moments we shared together, along with the lessons that I learned from the difficult times. It's all divinely perfect. And as I was reading this, I was feeling sensations in my body that indicate cancer or cancer treatment. So I feel like that's connection to your mother. Maybe she had cancer treatment. As I say that, one of my ovaries was pink. So potentially it could have been something she overcame or something that overtook her. Either way, that was coming through for you, Tori. And I do want to say that you are equipped to deal with everything that is in front of you and allow the old to be cleared away so that you can move in to the new. She died during a lung cancer battle. Thank you so much for the validation. I couldn't have known any of that. She gives me that to you. Although you don't know it now, everything happens for a reason, like my cancer, like when I got sick, like all the stuff that happened to me during that time. She tells me she thought she would make it. Everyone believed she would beat it. And then she didn't. It was so hard on you. She knows. And she does not think anything about how you cope or how you've dealt with life or how you move through your grief or any of this. She's proud of you. You're still in this, and in life is hard, she said. Life is hard, and you're still in this, and she's proud of you. And you can do life without her there by your side in the physical because she is supporting you in every way that she can on a spiritual level. So let her surround you in love. Let her open the door to whisk you out of that scenario that you know is hard for you. She will help you. Yes, she went suddenly, not expected. Yes, ma'am, I feel that. Did she have some kind of a seizure or something? I feel like something just happened, and she was supposed to get well. Um, and she's just, that's crazy. She says she's crying now. Okay, so maybe she wouldn't allow herself to cry during life. She just wants me to know that she wants you to know that she also grieves. She grieves for you. She grieves for your sadness. She went septic from pneumonia, not caught soon enough. Oh, my heart, you poor thing. And it was just smack so quick. Oh, you poor thing. Tori, this is what she wants me to leave you with. As much love as you have for your mother, she has all of that love for you. Okay. And she wants you to proceed in life. And when you have interactions with people that are challenging, she wants you to imagine that that was happening to your mom. Okay. If that person acted that way to your mom, how would you proceed? Would that person no longer be welcome in your life? Sometimes we'll let people get away with things towards us. But how dare you? Don't talk about my mom, my best friend, somebody special, whoever this is. No, not that person. She says you're that person to her. And she wants you to stand up for yourself and to literally think, if this was happening to my mom, I would not stand for it, would I? Don't stand for it for yourself. You're better than that, she says. You're stronger than that. There's more out there for you that you don't even know about. And you won't find out as long as you allow yourself to stay stuck there. That is her message for you, Tori. Thank you so much for letting me read for you and connect for you and your lovely mother. And I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, this has been a heck of a night. You guys are a fantastic crowd. I'll tell you what, you've been awesome. Awesome, awesome. Oh, Tori, sometimes you've got to seek some kind of other assistance. Friends or agencies, professional in nature, that might be able to assist you with some next steps from here to there. Okay. Even if you don't know what there looks like yet, those next steps are just temporary. And sometimes there's an agency or a facility or a friend who could kind of help you with that process. That's what I'm getting right here for you, Tori. Becoming willing, really expanding your mind to think about it, brainstorm. And I feel like you will find that avenue. And you will also feel the bravery to walk through the doorways that you see for yourself. Good for you, Tori. Oh boy, guys. I'm out of water and I need to go to the bathroom again. I know, right? You're gonna have to give me just one moment. Just one moment, guys. I'll be right back. Here I am. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for showing up for me and letting me show up for you. Lee Price. Lee Price. Let's see. Getting your concessions. That's awesome. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. That's great. Lee, I hope you're still here, sweetheart. I do absolutely have time. Yes, there you are. All right. So, Lee, so I want to tell you guys, when you watch me for any length of time, I do have, I'm grateful to have people who continue to show up and continue to get readings and continue to support me in this way. So I challenge myself to provide new information every time, because like that's not proof if I give you the same A, B, and C facts that you got last time, So I challenge myself to bring in new stuff, even though I don't really remember all the things. So I might say some stuff that is the same. We'll move through it. Lee Price, I'm going to connect in with you. I know that your son Brandon is in spirit, and your son Brandon is popping in to say, mind your meds, Mom. Have you been taking your medication? I feel some heaviness on the thoughts, but regardless of what that is, it's your business. I just want to say that your son is asking you to mind your meds, okay? In whatever capacity that is, to make sure that you are managing those for your own health and well-being, okay? Yeah, he's showing me you got a lot on your mind. Oh, he says she's moving right through it, though. She's doing really great. He's bringing me to some kind of organization, darling. Like those like shoe cubbies or something. I see something like this. Lee, do you have what is this? It's like, the shelves or the organizers or whatnot. They're all cubes. Like they're all square cubes. I'm seeing this in my mind's eye, like against the wall, like things need to be sorted, organized. Maybe you're already starting to do this, because he says, she's moving through it. I feel Lee, like he's letting me know that you're standing in a brighter space than you were last time I read for you, which has been a little while. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, Lee, hold on. Right? I know. It's just growing right out. Can you believe it, Bonnie? Yes. I've been cleaning out and changing a few things. All right. Well, that's good. That's healthy. That's progress. That's movement. That's moving the energy patterns around in your home, in your life, and it's choosing to be productively. That is bottom line. It feels good to be productive afterwards, potentially, but it might take some, drawing of the energy to get yourself to go there. Now listen, I really want to I want to say something about your marriage. All right, so he's just wanting to say that okay, skipping meds some days, oops. Yes, he knows about that, and he would like for you to stay on top of it, because your well-being is a priority. Okay, he's also bringing me to mom and dad. Okay, so he's saying, like, sometimes when tragedy strikes a family, it can bring them closer together, and other times people can kind of drift apart and deal with their grief in their own way. Okay, and he really wants me to encourage togetherness between you and dad. Okay, because you are both grieving in your own ways, and everybody moves through it in whatever's ways necessary, and the world keeps spinning. Okay, he really wants me to say this: the world keeps moving and the bills keep coming in. So of course people have got to get up and start going to work and all the things, but everyone's still grieving on some level. Okay, so he wanted me to encourage some togetherness there, affection and closeness, just for the sake of the comfort, normalcy, if you will. Um, I already have a card for you. And in fact, this card came out earlier for somebody else, but I'll read it for you from the book, Lee, because I doubt you were really listening when it wasn't your reading. You know what I mean? But now this is the card that fell for you. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. You don't speak to his father. Okay, your husband, your spouse partner. I'm more so on your partner. Okay, I may have said his dad, but what I mean is your partner. There's a distance. There is a divine order behind everything that happens, including the time of my passing. If you don't have a partner and we are talking about his father, then we'll go deeper with that. But I feel like it's you and your partner. That's what I feel. There is a divine order behind everything that happens, including the time of my passing. I realize that you weren't ready to let me go. And in many ways, I wasn't ready either. Since my passing, I've received spiritual counseling to help me see the big picture of my life and of my death. I now understand that I had to leave the way that I did. It was a part of my soul contract and yours as well. I now see that everything in this universe is mathematically precise. There are no accidents. At some level, your soul knew that I would leave before you did. We've both been preparing for this transition since the beginning of our relationship. I am grateful for all of the beautiful moments we shared together, along with the lessons I learned from the difficult times. It's all divinely perfect. It doesn't feel perfectly. It doesn't feel perfectly. He's Was your son a fisherman or did he like to fish, sweetie? Because I'm seeing something in my mind's eye here. Ah, my husband now, he hangs in there and tries so hard to be there for me, but I feel like a burden. Hubby loves too much sometimes, but I'm still numb. You little sweetheart. The distance is within you. Okay. Your son is encouraging that togetherness and that closeness. And of course, you're still numb. You're going through the grieving process, just like we were speaking about. But eventually, that numbness is going to thaw out a little bit, and you're going to start to feel like real feelings. And it'll be okay. It will be okay. You are not a problem. You are not a problem. That is not what is being said here. Do not assume that. The distance is within you and it is a part of your normal grief process. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. You're making it through life, a very challenging circumstance. That's commendable. That's bravery. That's a strength. That's not a problem. Now, I keep seeing in my mind's eye a muscle shirt, you know what I mean? Sleeveless with a little bit of guns. Okay. So was your son Mr. Sleeveless? I got to show off my guns kind of guy. I also see a hat backwards. I also see a photo with maybe a tiny fish on a fishing pole, but very proud. You know what I mean? A lot of outdoor, a lot of life, a lot of love here for you, Lee. And he's reminding you, oh my God. I went through some of Brandon's stuff and found a homemade tackle box. We thought it was funny. There's a reason I'm talking about fishing. He knows this. He's still very present with you. He's still himself. He's still himself. He was built. Yes, he's showing me his guns. He's letting me know right now. He's got a sleeveless on. He's showing me the guns. He's letting me know. Yeah. Thank you, Lee, for the validation. I see it. I see it. And he's quite proud of that. He was quite proud of his physical health, right? He was very proud of that. I can see how he loved the outdoors. He loved to go outside. He loved the sunshine on his skin. I can see how rosy his skin would get. Even if he wasn't sunburnt, like that red, he just was red toned his skin, and I can see this here. And he encourages you to remember him with vitality. Remember that life, the life that was just overflowing and bubbling out of him. The funny times, the laughter. I feel like he had a bit of a hard time. What's the deal with the scraggly beard or something? It was a few days ago when you found the box. Hello from heaven, girl. He knows this. He knows this. That's why he would bring it up. I feel like there's something about a scraggly beard. Was he patchy, huh? Did he have a bit of trouble, like really filling it in? Or is there a funny story about the beard? Because he's bringing me something about the beard. It's a funny story. I don't know. Lee, I'm going to get you one from my own Oracle deck as well. What is that? He's bringing me to like a necklace. Yes, you described him correctly. He was trying to grow a beard and it was patchy. LOL. Thank you for the validations, Lee. Thank you so much for the validations. I appreciate you being here and making these connections because I don't know him. I mean, I only know you as a viewer here on the live broadcast. I don't know you guys, but we live on. He lives on. We all live on. Thank you, God, for that, right? I just want to say, like, there was a time in my life that I did not know that we lived on. And what life looked like back then was different for me. That's why I must spread these messages to everyone. I was raised in the Christian church. I believed in heaven and hell and sinners. Oh boy. And when my when my loved ones passed away, I grieved them and I mourned them and I hoped and prayed that maybe, just maybe, one day we would see each other again. Maybe if they went to heaven and I was lucky enough to get there, I was so afraid. And knowing now that we all reunite is so healing. Even though this life is very, very long, this is not all there is. It's not over, end of game, whatever. We all reconnect on the other side. And believe it or not, an eternity is a long time, you guys. And it's so peaceful and loving and harmonious on the other side. And it's great, especially coming from Earth, deciding, oh gosh, I just want to be on the other side. Forget that Earth. It's too hard. It's too long. It's too whatever, right? But then, just like with the pains of birth, childbirth, you think I'll never have another kid. And then you pop out 12 more, okay? Because you forget and you've been gone a while and you decide to come and reincarnate again, most often with the same soul family. Soul group of people who like to incarnate together, and you guys switch roles. Maybe this time you're the dad and he's the this and whatever else and this and that. We decide to do this again and again because the other side doesn't have the challenges, the polarity, duality, the passion that this earthly realm has. There's a lot to be found here, and I want to say right now, Lee, that as dark as the darkest lows can be, that is the capacity of the highest and brightest times in your life. Okay, for all of us, as low as it gets, the equal and opposite is true, that it can be that heightened, that high vibe, that happy, that open, that free. Okay. So I want to tell you, Lee, your son wants me to let you know that you've experienced some very low times and you've experienced some pretty good times too, but you haven't maxed out on that positive polarity yet. That is in the future for you. That is in the cards for you. I don't even feel like you'll believe me right now, but you will believe you will believe it when you realize that you're there. It's going to creep up on you. But I'm very excited for that. Now let's get you a card. Very proud of his appearance and health. He kept himself well. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. He's a definite good guy. Aww. Okay, so once again, this is just crazy. You guys, this is a card that came out in the grip. And you heard this meaning earlier, but you probably weren't quite listening when it wasn't yours. I'll read it again. I just said pretty much all of this. I don't know if this is like crazy and mind blowing, but I just said this. So let's do this. Can you imagine life on the other side? A harmony of pure loving souls where there is no conflict, no pain. There's no duality or polarity, no secrets or healthy debates, no adversity, no challenges, no sex, no physical affection. Can you imagine an eternity there? Forever is a very long time. Our souls come here to experience the polarity of earthly life. We pick the obstacles that become our personal challenges. On a soul level, we know we can overcome them. Whether in the grip of addiction, alcoholism, illness, struggles, or hardships, you can overcome. Every step in the right direction is a victory to be celebrated. And that is the other message for you, Lee, is that you can overcome this struggle. You can overcome and step into anything you want. It's really up to you. And I feel like a lot of this has put your priorities into perspective. What's important and what's really not. Like, I don't even have time for that kind of crap anymore. I don't have time for that senseless conversation. I don't want to talk about the weather, like all of these things. It has really changed you, and that's not a bad thing. It's helping you lean into the more deeper aspects of life, the deeper meaning behind the connections that are still available to you, the way that you perceive the world and the way that you engage in the world from here forward. I feel like I want to tell you, Lee, it has been a rough road and you still have a ways to go, but you will be, I feel like some kind of visionary, like with a message of healing, of hope, of I've done it, you can do it too. Okay. I want to tell you that your struggle is not in vain. You will help others to move through things in their own healthy ways. And you will be that support person to be the way shower. You know, I've done it. You can do it too. I feel that to be a huge message for you. Are you in support groups? Are you doing any kind of, I feel like maybe now's not the time, but let me just say in the future, some kind of outreach towards people who have lost their children, because you have a unique perspective on that and you can help others to navigate those waters. And I'm not putting that on you, but I feel like it's something that may fall in your lap. And it would be a service to the world that is very much needed. Lee, I am so proud of you. Yes, he told me she's in a better space than she was last time. You're going through his things, you're making changes. There's a necklace. All right, look, I can't let that go. I see a necklace hanging and you're watching it kind of swing. Okay, it's interesting looking. It's maybe like round or like it's almost like a round necklace with some kind of a rope around it or line. I don't know. I just see, like, you're saying you're going through his stuff. There's some kind of a necklace. I feel like you've seen it or you will see it. You held it up in front of your face and saw it kind of sway there. I'm seeing this necklace. It's something personal to him. Maybe it's even something you wear, Lee, but he's bringing my attention to the necklace and you looking at it and you being connected to him and I don't know. It's important. You're sifting through his belongings and you're feeling his energy as you do that. So if you come across the necklace, darling, make sure that you acknowledge I feel like it's like maybe black and brown tones. It's like a circle with maybe like a line either around it this way or this way. You wear his fingerprint. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is the fingerprint a circle with like a rope that holds it up and maybe it's flat like this? Like you wear his fingerprint. I'm seeing this. Have you held it up and looked at it recently or what? Because I see like he's looking at it. You wear his fingerprint and it's a circle. It's got to be. Did you take it off and look at it? What is this? Because he's bringing it to my attention. He knows about your dedication. What is that? His sister's necklace is round. Okay. So acknowledging the sister then, she has his fingerprint, his necklace that's round. Okay. That's fantastic. Acknowledging the sister, sending love to the sister. Of course. How could I forget Brandy? Of course, I'm a human person. I forget all kinds of stuff, but he knows. That's why he's giving me the necklace. So sending love to her. How is she doing, honey? You may not even know. Mine is like a bar and his brother's is like a dog tag. And then sister's is round. Okay. I encourage you to spend some time in conversation with the sister. Sending love. Yeah, sending love to her. I do feel that she is having a hard time. I do feel that she may be um, punishing herself in some kinds of ways. Okay, I just want to say sometimes when we're grieving or upset or life is hard, we might punish ourselves, like um, forget it. I'm not going to eat today, because what do I matter anyways? Like, I'm just going to starve, like I'm not saying she's starving herself, but there are ways that we can not allow ourselves to enjoy life or receive things that we just need, like basic needs, basic maintenance. I feel like some of these things could be neglected. Okay. I'm glad that you gave her some of his stuff, and I hope that she looks through the things. And I feel like she has, and it is uplifting. She has, or she will, and it is uplifting. Um, that will help. That will help her feel closer to him. Okay. I really want Lee. Look, I just want to give you this message really quickly. I know that you speak with her, and maybe she'll even watch this. Okay. Um, I want to say that when we are grieving and we're in kind of that lower vibe, heavier energies, like it just is. We're in heavy, dense energies because I'm sad, because I'm grieving, whatever this could be, and so we may, like I said, there may be a little bit of self-punishment or even allowing some other things to go on that are also kind of negative energies, but like I just don't even have it in me to say anything about it. So I'm not going to even pick a fight or stand up for myself or whatever this could be. And I want to say that those are like the heavy energies seem to magnetize to each other. So if she's really down in the dumps, it's important for her to advocate for herself and her needs and not let anyone else put more stuff on top of her. Huh. You found a new journal that he was starting, but he only said, white as brandy. Okay. Who's the writer? Brandy? Does Brandy journal? Because this is what I want to give you, sweetheart. You or Brandy, okay? If you're willing to do this, do this. Why not? Call your son in close and say, "Listen here, son. We want to know what you were thinking." And then let yourself finish it. Go ahead and start. Say, "Brandon, direct my hand. He was the writer. Okay. Well, listen, you can pick it up where he left off. Yes, you do. Okay, good, good. You can say, listen, Brandon, come write with me. Direct my hand. We really want to know what you were thinking or what you were planning to say. And write it out. Start a new page. Why does Brandy? And then just let your hand flow. The next word, the next word, the next word. Don't question anything. Don't see if it makes sense. Just allow whatever it is to come through. And I feel like you'll have some answers and you'll have some clarity. And Lee, I believe I have actually mentioned before, now it's ringing a little bit of bells, that he was a writer, he was a journaler, and that you could potentially channel some messages from him as well if you would allow yourself to do that. Most often we'll question, oh, of course, that's what, I think that he would have said. But when you call him in and you ask him to direct your hand, there's an aspect of trust there that you won't. Okay, there's an aspect of trust. I'm calling you in. I'm allowing this to happen. And he's using his energies as he can to manipulate you and help to sway that message, to provide the information, to direct your hand even. And then when you're done, you go, oh, I probably just made this up. It's probably nothing. And then he's going, oh, you know how hard it was for me to try to do that? And then you said it was just you making it up. Okay, so don't do any of that, Lee. Allow it to be what it is and hold it as valuable, okay? Because it is an expendation of energy, spiritual energy that is challenging, more challenging. They must focus their energy to be able to do these kinds of things for us. And it's frustrating for them when we discount them or when we miss the signs, right? So pay attention and allow yourself to play or engage in whatever way feels right for you. Lee, I got one more card and I'm going to give it to you, girl. I'm not dead. And look at that bird. Only my physical body is gone. And I now know that our bodies are just a small part of who we really are. Boy, doesn't that suck? Because he was in love with his body, wasn't he? Here we go. I'm aware that you miss my voice and my physical presence, but my soul and my spirit are very much alive. The times when you have felt my energy, I really was there next to you, as I am right now. Listen to this. We each have a unique energy fingerprint. A unique energy fingerprint. And look at that. You have his fingerprint on your necklace. That's amazing. We each have a unique energy fingerprint, and you recognize mine when I'm with you. Trust that feeling. I'm actually more alive now than ever before. Gone are all the distractions and the stressors that I allowed to rob me of the enjoyment of my life. Now I see how trivial everything was, and that all that ever mattered were the important priorities of love, friendship, family, caring, and helping. But I've also discovered how to turn my regrets into learning and growing, and I ask you to do the same. I now see that I never had anything to fear. There is no death, and nothing bad can ever happen to anyone in spiritual truth. Of course, it's important to be smart and careful and always follow your guidance. But please don't forsake joy because of fears, because there's truly nothing to fear. He kept fit. Yes, ma'am. I do believe that. I was just teasing with the in love with his self thing, his body, whatever. No, I do see that he was physically fit and he was very proud of that. And good for him. Good for him. But the card also says, like, the body expires. All the time and effort that he put towards looking good and being fit counts for nothing now. The only thing that was left is the love and the memories that are left with the people, right? The people. And that is you, Lee. You are the most important person to him that's here. And I don't want to discount anyone else. Okay. No hurt feelings. He loves everybody, but that's his mama, y'all. That's his mom. And mom, he loves you with more depth than your earthly perception can even comprehend. He had a lot of love in life, and now he's no longer limited by the physical. So all that love is so potent and packed and sent towards you. Make sure you're listening to the radio. You're going through these items and all this, that, and I want the radio, the songs on the radio. I feel like Like there are hellos from heaven there for you. Whether it's your playlist that's just on auto or whatever, I feel like the songs that come up speak to you, and they speak to you from him, about life. Listen to those things. Let them move you. Okay. Music can do that. Music can heal. Even if it's making you cry, that is releasing the dense expression of some kinds of emotional energies. Okay. So it's an act of physical release. Even if you're moved to cry, it is healing to move the energy through. So pay attention to the songs. And this is the last card for you, Lee. I always give you a kiss goodnight. This is him tucking you in, giving you that kiss, and jumping into your dream time. So pay attention to your dreams. Notice when he comes to you happy and healthy and well and loving, and write those experiences down. If you've already had some, jot them down. That way he knows that you remember those things. And if you've yet to have some, put a journal next to your bedside to be ready, to let him know that you're waiting for those dreams, those encounters when your mind is soft and he can slip in and you guys can enjoy that time together. A lot of times when you're able to recognize that you are in the company of a past loved one, a lot of times when you're able to recognize in your dream state, oh my gosh, you're dead. How are we here together? That can wake you up enough in the dream to be lucid within the dream and actually conversate and engage with your past loved one. So keep your ear to the ground, pay attention, put that journal by your bedside. I'm going to read your comment. OMG, I keep getting songs stuck in my head, and it was songs he played on the guitar. I found his guitar book's music a few days ago. Hello, girl. He's bringing that to me. The music, it moves her. She's hearing things. What is this? He's giving you the songs. He's bringing the songs to you. He knows the notes. You don't know all the notes. He does. Is that proof enough for you? He's never left you. I just want to say, like, sometimes you can totally sense him, have a feeling like, oh, he's here with me. And sometimes you may not really sense that, but he's never left you. He won't, he says. He says you need him. And I believe that he lends you a component of his energy because you guys are so bonded. He's very proud of you for tackling all the things. He's definitely, he's bringing to my attention ping pong, okay? Something about ping pong, but also Christmas. Annoying songs too, like it's a joke from him. Oh yeah, I could get that, definitely. I could definitely get that for certain. Just to prove it to you, like, do you want this stuck in your head? No, you don't. But I can put that there, and you can't. That's one of those signs that we can miss. So from now on, you get the song, you say, hey, Brandon, I got it. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for giving me the song. I love you. Is there something else maybe you'd rather give me than the song? You know, maybe he wants to talk to you. Maybe he'll give you a memory, something that you've long forgotten about. Maybe he'll make you laugh, Lee. Maybe he'll wrap you in love and you'll get goosebumps from head to toe. Add all of these things to your signs and symbols that spiritual things are happening in my life, because they are. And I feel more of those things on the horizon as you move through your grief and open up to the communication bridge that is available. That is what I have from you for you. Thank you so much, Lee Price. You are the best. I send all his love to you, darling. I leave all of his love with you. Now, this is interesting. I wasn't going to say this. I feel like some kind of a ring and a book. Okay, a reference to a ring and a book. I almost feel like the book is opening and there's a ring inside. Like, that's weird as heck, but I'm just going to leave that for you, and maybe it'll make sense to you later. I'm going to do a group pick a card message For anyone who's still here live or on replay, we're going to use the Quantum Oracle. So if you want to pick your card and message from the Quantum Oracle, I'll read these from the book for us. It's going to be 1. There's 1. 2. Whoop, that's 3. 1, 2, and 3 from the Quantum Oracle, friends. And I do appreciate everyone who tuned in with me today. If you are interested in connecting with me on a private level or on a deeper level, my links are in your description box. I won't reach out to you. Scammers do that. You have to make the first move by clicking the links and asking to connect with me. And if that's the case, I would love to connect with you. I'm here for you guys. So much can happen in a face-to-face reading or even a tarot video, because there's no waiting for the comments, waiting to find out. There's no lag. It's you and me. We're right here with the tarot. I talk to the camera like I'm talking to you. There's no skipping a beat. A lot of clarity can be found. So if you're interested in connecting with me, again, I'm here for you guys. If you were drawn to pick card number 1, I love the image on this card. I feel like this from time to time. It's the 6 of energy, fragmented energy. See all those puzzle pieces that are like part of her, but they're all hanging around, floating around? I feel like that sometimes. You know what I mean? Too many pieces is a tagline. If you were drawn to pick card number 1, this is for you. This card shows a woman wading through high water with puzzle pieces all around her. She is part of the puzzle, and her own picture is not complete. Like the woman on the card, you may feel like you're pushing against the current with the pieces of your life all over the place. This card reveals a split in your energy and your attention. You may have too much to do, with the tasks of your personal and work life completely taking over. If you're hurrying through life and frantic about getting everything done, you are fragmenting your energy. Balance is necessary now. It's time to slow down, reduce your have-tos, and give yourself a break. If you don't, your agitated energy will block the very achievements that you're working so hard on. The other message here is that you may be looking at too many options when considering some future projects. You have lots of good ideas that take you in many different directions, but this indecision splits your energy, slows you down, or stops you completely. Make some specific choices and set up a plan. Choose the path that calls to your heart. You can always change things later, but now is the time to focus, not fragment your energetic power. And the affirmation on this card, I'll give you your affirmation. It says, I release striving and bring peace and focus to my life and goals. I move through my day at a leisurely pace. I move through my day at a leisurely pace. I have to do that too. I have to tell myself, like, calm down, girl. You will make it to the next thing on time. I always seem to feel rushed. Gotta remind myself. Okay, if you picked card number 2, friends, let's grab it. This one's lovely. If you were drawn to pick card number 2, your card is the 2 of Spirit, your higher self. The Sacred Lifeline. This card shows a woman's heart with brilliant white wings radiating golden light. It represents your own eternal spirit, your higher self, the part of you that existed before this life, before all the issues that you think this life is about. You are entering a very valuable and intuitive time, one in which you're able to feel the true depth of your power. You are shedding the feelings of doubt and limitation, reaching deep within to feel the boundless strength of eternity vibrating in your soul. This is your true self, your lifeline to truth, higher consciousness, and timeless connections. Meditate on your soul's identity to gain all the understanding you need and all of the solutions that you seek. Your soul is clearing the way for profound blessings to come, so let this sacred self guide you. Also, as you do, you'll begin to notice the magical happenings in your life. The affirmation on this card for number 2 is, I live in the value, power, and deserving of my eternal self. My soul connects me to all solutions. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Good message for number 2. And for those who are drawn to pick card number 3, you've got the 3 of people, friends and colleagues, camaraderie. A group of people are gathered around a table, laughing and enjoying each other's company. Receiving this card indicates a time of camaraderie and closeness with others. You may be widening your social group or getting more intimate with someone with whom you resonate greatly. There could also be new connections with people in your work or business environment. A colleague could become a friend. A new association may be willing and ready to give you support on an important project or even help you move forward in your career. These are important energies, so if you're accustomed to isolating yourself, get out of your own way. Whether it's in your personal or work life, let yourself forge genuine new connections and fortify old ones now. This card upright could also indicate a party or celebration of some kind. Enjoy these fun times. The affirmation says, the universe is filled with caring people. I open my life to their wonderful support. And that is a beautiful message for number 3. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Don't forget, if you wanted to pre-order your own copy of the Real Life Oracle deck with real life issues being covered and all the meanings on the back so that you don't need a guidebook to fool around with, then message my page directly, or the link is in the description box to send me an email to get your pre-order in before December 12th. That's 10 more days before I'm going to be placing that order so that we can have our decks in our hands by January. I thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you wanted to connect with me, my links are in your description box. Until the next one, I send everybody so much love, so many blessings. I love you guys. Bye, friends.